All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. So as promised, I am going to do an unboxing of the Cardo Packtalk Edge second helmet kit. I'm going to install it on my new Ruroc helmet here that I have. So I'll do it step by step so you can kind of check it out. It's pretty simple and straightforward. I guess the most difficult part is just kind of messing around with the pads and making sure that the pads go in correctly again. So, but other than that, I mean, it's a pretty straightforward process. So let me go ahead and do this. So for one thing, so I already have the main unit, this is the Cardo unit here. And what's good about this is that you can purchase additional helmet kits and just put them on all your different helmets that you have. And the easy thing is when you go and choose a helmet, you can just simply take the main unit off and then put it on your new helmet. So it kind of just clicks on magnetically. So that's the good part of it. I really like the Cardo headset. Great sound. They got the JBL speakers. So it has really good sound. And you can connect to other Cardo units really simple and you can share the music as you're riding along, and you can actually talk to the other riders that are along with you. You can accept calls on there as well. So anytime a call comes in, you can take it. Very good mic, a very good overall unit. So definitely recommend the Cardo. So again, Cardo is not paying me for this. I purchased this out of my own pocket. I'm just a fan, and I want to kind of show you exactly how to install it on a particular helmet. And so this is what we'll do. We'll go ahead and unbox it. All right. So again, this is just a helmet kit. So you do have to purchase the unit separately. And the helmet kit, you can get it on Amazon for about 120 bucks, depending. Sometimes they go on sale, so just keep checking it out. All right. So we'll go ahead and take these out, and I'm going to show you what is in there. A bunch of options of putting it on, different clips. So you definitely have different options. So what you have here is this is the cradle that's going to go on the side of your helmet there, and this is a mic. Now depending on what kind of helmet you have, if you have just a modular helmet, then you would use this particular mic on there because it fits and it stays when you open and close your helmet or your visor. So for this particular helmet, it is a full face helmet, so I will not be using this. I'll show you there should be another unit here, another mic, and it's probably on this thing here. Yes. So we will be using this mic that will be fed through the pads that I have there, and then it'll just fit right in the front there for pretty easy. And these are the speakers here. Again, JBL speakers. Really good sound. So you have those, and then you have the different options. So this is in case you want to use the 3M stickers and kind of stick it on your helmet, which is probably what I'm going to do. Or if you don't want to ruin the helmet, you can use this clip, and the clip goes behind here, and then you can simply clip it on to the helmet if you have that option to do it on there. I've done Ruroc helmet before, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this 3M, and that should work just fine for that. Okay, so that's for this particular unit. I mean, you do have different pads here if you kind of want to, when you're sticking them in there, if you want the speakers to kind of stick out more into your ear, you can put these. If not, then these should just stick right into the inside of the helmet there. All right, so that's all we're going to use. So I'm going to go ahead and install it, and we'll show you that step next. All right, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to install the cradle on here, and then what I like to do is put it onto into this 3M sticker here. So what we're going to do is kind of orient yourself. It is kind of weird how it goes, but you stick that in there. It should fit just like that, and it should clip on. All right, now you're ready to put it on your helmet. So what I do here, since you orient yourself by making sure that the Cardo is the logo of the unit is readable. You don't want it upside down or on the other side. So I'm using, in the helmet, this is the left-hand side, right, that I'm going to be using. So they do have these alcohol wipes that they include. So it's a good thing to give it a quick wipe. So it takes away any kind of dust or anything that where it's going to go in it, and it sticks a lot better, right? So we'll let that dry a little bit. Alright, so once that's dry, then we're going to go ahead and you know, stick it on there. If you do want, you can wipe it a little bit. Let me grab. Make sure that you wipe it down. It's nice and dry. Alright, there we go. So this sticks pretty good, so make sure that when you place it, you know, in the area that you're going to leave it on. So there, press down on it, making sure that's good and stuck on there. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take off these pads, and then we're going to install the actual speakers inside there, right? And then lead the wires through there. So we'll do that next. All right, so I'll try to explain as I go along here. So I'm ready to kind of take some of these pads off. Now, if you can get away with not taking it completely off, it's fine, because it is a little bit of a hassle to try to get in there and reinstall these. But I mean, you could do it. Just take your time. Remember, nobody's rushing you, so take your time as you're doing this. So inside of these helmets, there should be a little indentation there, and it's kind of hard to see because it's kind of dark. So let me try to get you some light in there. So if you open it up, you see there's already some Velcro padding in there, if you can see, and there's that indentation. So that's where the speaker's going to go, right? Now you have the unit, the cradle here, and if you see on the speakers, there's a shorter end and then there's a longer end, right? So the shorter end is going to go closer to the unit itself, right? The longer end is going to feed through the back, and then it's going to go over to the other side of that, right? So we are going to stick this in there. And again, making sure that it's right inside where you need it. Okay. And then eventually we're going to connect it here, but let's run the other one around. So I'm going to turn off the light here so I can work with two hands. So we want to run this around and feed it through the back of the pad so that it doesn't come off at any time or come out. Right here, there, and then once again on that side, and I'll shine the light again, you'll see there that the little indentation is there for that side of the speaker. So then we're going to install this one. Alright, so when I'll shine the light, so then you see, there it is, right? So the padding and all that should be there. So then we make sure that we put the padding back. This is kind of the finicky part, but take your time. Nobody's rushing you. Alright, so now we're going to connect the speakers here, and we're going to try to hide as much of the wire as we can so that it's not sticking out. So we connect this to your cradle. Alright, so again, we're going to continue with the cables, making sure they're under the pads there. And now we're going to work on the mic portion of the mic cable. So we're going to connect here the microphone, and it just simply clicks on there. So again, you want to feed that as well through the pads and make sure they run through the back of the pads there. So it's just feed it through to hide all the cables as best you can. And then you kind of measure it out here to where you're going to place the actual mic, right? So you're going to place it, you know, right where your mouth should be there, right? So it could be up a little higher there. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the one of these Velcro strips here, and then we're going to install that, as you can see, right about there. Make sure it sticks on there good. And then go ahead and stick your mic on there. Alright, so that should be good. So now again, we want to make sure we feed all these and snap everything in place. And this is where it gets kind of tricky, because you're going to have to work all these little snaps back in place. You should be able to do that though. Okay. Feed this through here. Alright. And then you want to put, you know, your chin pad in there as well. So you feed this through here to there. Make sure they snap in place. Alright. And then here. So there you go, you're pretty much done. Now you take your unit, as I mentioned, and it just simply clicks on there. So it's ready to go. So there you have it, installed on the Ruroc helmet. And we're ready to ride. Nice. Alright, so that's it. That's about it, guys. So make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so that you can get notifications on my next videos. So thank you once again for watching, and we'll catch you later.